again. Today these are vectors. So the definition is that any unit or quantity which has magnitude and direction both is called vector. Like velocity, displacement, their magnitudes and as well as the direction also. So what is velocity and what is displacement? From one point to another point, if one travels straight line along with a straight line, then the total it travels is called displacement. So it has magnitude also. Magnitude is the line segment AB and its direction is from A to B. So displacement is a vector. Now what is the triangle law of vectors? With two vectors, if we draw a triangle, like triangle or trace drawing like triangle ABC, a triangle taken in such a way that two vectors are taken with sides and in same direction, then its resultant is presented by the third side in opposite direction. Means A vector is represented by the AB line segment and B vector is represented by BC line segment. Then the resultant R vector is represented by the third side in opposite direction. So in triangle law, A vector plus B vector is equal to resultant vector R. So how we can find out the magnitude and the direction of the resultant vector? So we should draw a perpendicular from C to AX, which is CD. Now we take that the resultant vector makes an angle alpha with the first vector AB or A vector. Here the angle between the A vector and B vector is beta we are taking. So from the right triangle ACD, right triangle ACD, we have mod of R vector whole square is equal to mod of AX whole square plus mod of CD is whole square. So mod of AX square is equal to we are taking these are vectors. So mod of AX is equal to AB plus BX, sum of these two vectors, x square plus CD square and mod of AB square. And if we use the formula of vectors, then this is AB vectors whole square plus 2 into AB vector into BX vector plus mod of BX vector whole square plus mod of CD vector whole square. So mod of BX whole square, mod of CX whole square. This is from the right triangle CBD. We can write down right triangle CBD. We have mod of B vector whole square is equal to mod of BD vector whole square plus mod of CD vector whole square. Now mod of AB vector is equal to mod of A vector whole square, and this is these two makes plus mod of B vector whole square plus 2AB AB vector is A, 2 into A vector plus Bx is equal to Bx So AB vector mod of A vector bx mod of bx mod of A as bc vector is equal to cos beta. So mod of bx will be bc vector, which is vector b mod of b vector into cos beta. So we have the resultant vector is equal to mod of a vector plus mod of b vector plus 2 into mod of a vector mod of b vector cos beta. Beta is the angle between the vector A and B. Beta is the angle between vectors A, mod of vector A or vector A and vector B. Now the direction, the magnitude we have found out. The direction we can find out in this way. We will take tan alpha. Alpha is the angle between the first vector or A vector and the resultant vector. So tan alpha will be mod of Cx vector by mod of A AD AX or AD vector. Here will be D, not X. So mod of CD actually is BD, this will be BD plus CD. So CD is equal to actually, again if we include this right triangle CBD, we have mod of CD vector by mod of mod of B vector is equal to sin beta. So CD will be mod of B vector sin theta, sin beta, and AD will be sum of two vectors, A vector mod of A vector plus mod of BD vector. So BD vector is equal to, this is BD vector is equal to B mod of B vector or mod of BC vector cos beta. So mod of B vector cos beta. So this is our direction of the resultant vector. Tan alpha is equal to mod of B vector sin beta by mod of A vector plus mod of B vector cos beta. So in this way, triangle's law is established and the resultant direction and magnitude can be deduced. Now we have another theorem, which is parallelogram law. Parallelogram we take a parallelogram and we take two vectors a vector A and vector B in such a way that the two adjacent sides of a parallelogram shows vector A and vector B. Then the diagonal passes through the adjacent sides, shows the resultant vector of these two vectors. So if this is vector A, then the parallel line, opposite parallel line, this shows also vector A, and this vector is represented, this side depends the vector B, then this side also, since they are parallel, this side also shows vector B. This is vector A, this is vector B, vector B, this is vector A. So here how we can find out the resultant vectors, magnitude and the direction. Here we take angle alpha and there and the angle between the two vectors is beta. Then the resultant vector magnitude will be same as the triangle law. In triangle law we have found out here mod of r vectors whole square will be mod of a vector whole square plus mod of b vectors whole square plus 2 into a vector plus mod of b vector plus cos beta, and direction will be tan alpha is equal to mod of b vector sin beta plus mod of a vector plus mod of b vector cos beta. So in this way, in parallelogram law, through triangle law, the parallelogram laws resultant vectors magnitude and direction can be deduced. Now after the vector components, how a vector can be resolved into two vectors. So let's see, this is a Cartesian plan. This is x-axis, this is y-axis, and this is the origin O. We have a vector R. We have to resolve it into two components such a way that they are directed through x-axis and through y-axis. So here, if we join, we have point these two vectors, and the resultant vectors are a vector which acts through the x-axis and another component b vector which acts through y-axis. Then r vector we can say that is resolved into two vectors, vectors a plus vector b. If the angle here, the angle between these two components is pi by 2, and the resultant vector makes an angle, if we take theta with the first vector or with x-axis, then we can say that mod of r vector whole square is equal to, we know that cos, here beta is equal to pi by 2. If we look the earlier calculation, beta is equal to pi by 2, so cos pi by 2 is equal to 0. So mod of r vector whole square will be mod of a vector whole square plus mod of b vector whole square, and also mod of r vector mod of a vector can be represented through this angle theta also. Mod of a vector is equal to mod of r vector cos theta, and mod of b vector is equal to mod of r vector sin theta. If we solve this, we can find out this. And since it is a right triangle also, and O, right angle OAB, if we consider, we will get mod of a vector is equal to mod of r vector cos theta, and mod of b vector is equal to mod of r vector sin theta. So through this we can find out the direction also. Tan theta will be mod of b vector by mod of a vector. So this is the vector components. I hope you like this video. If you like, then like and share with your friends. And if you have not subscribed this channel, then subscribe this channel. I hope I solved many problems related with vectors. If you like these videos, continue watch by subscribing this channel. Thanks for watching.